Emily, a seasoned hiker, craved solitude. The woods offered her solace. She found peace in the rustling leaves and the scent of pine. This time she chose the whispering woods for her retreat. Little did she know, the woods held more than just peace. They held secrets. The trail started clearly enough. Sunlight dappled through the canopy above. Birdsong filled the air. As Emily ventured deeper, the forest floor grew darker. The air turned still. The once cheerful birdsong faded into an unsettling silence. Emily felt a chill crawl up her spine. The woods seemed to press in around her. She quickened her pace, eager to escape the sudden weight of unseen eyes. Each step forward seemed to take her deeper into the heart of the wood's mystery. The silence was broken by the softest whisper. Emily stopped, holding her breath. She listened intently. The wind rustled the leaves, but the whisper was gone. It was as if the woods themselves were speaking. As she continued, the whispers returned. They seemed to swirl around her, just out of reach. The whispers were faint, like the rustling of silk. They spoke of sorrow, of longing, of a pain that lingered in the air. Fear pricked at Emily's heart, yet she felt a strange pull to follow the sound. The whispers led her deeper into the woods, away from the trail. She knew she was lost, but a strange sense of purpose filled her. Emerging into a small clearing, Emily gasped. Before her stood a figure as pale as moonlight. The figure was a young woman with long, flowing hair and a sorrowful expression. Her eyes held a deep sadness, a plea for something Emily could not understand. The figure seemed to float above the ground, her form shimmering like mist. Emily knew with a certainty that chilled her to the bone that she was looking upon a ghost. Fear threatened to overwhelm her, but the sorrow in the ghost's eyes held her rooted to the spot. "Who are you?" Emily whispered, her voice trembling slightly. The figure turned her sorrowful gaze upon Emily. Her lips moved, but no sound emerged. Yet, Emily heard a name whispered on the wind: Elizabeth. Section 4. The Tragedy of Elizabeth. The name echoed in the clearing, a whisper carried on the breeze: Elizabeth. The ghost, her form flickering slightly, glided towards the edge of the clearing. It was an invitation, a silent plea for Emily to follow. Hesitantly at first, Emily obeyed. The whispers grew stronger as they walked, swirling around them like a mournful song. The forest seemed to press in closer, the trees twisting into gnarled shapes. Emily felt a growing sense of unease, but also a strange sense of purpose. She had to help Elizabeth, even if she didn't understand how. The whispers, now clear enough to understand, began to tell a tale of love and betrayal. They spoke of Elizabeth, a young woman who had met a tragic end in these very woods, a story of a broken heart and a life taken too soon. Section 5. The Ancient Oak. The ghostly figure of Elizabeth led Emily deeper and deeper into the woods. The trees seemed to part for them, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Finally, they arrived at a clearing dominated by a massive oak tree. Its branches, gnarled and ancient, twisted towards the ground as if in pain. The air hung heavy with sorrow. Emily could feel a dark energy emanating from the oak, a sense of tragedy that clung to it like a shroud. Elizabeth, her form shimmering under the oak's shadow, reached out a translucent hand to touch the tree's rough bark. A low moan echoed through the clearing, a sound filled with pain and anguish. This tree, Emily realized, held the key to Elizabeth's unrest.